Now, Fox 13 meteorologist Valerie Mills with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
A gorgeous start to our Saturday morning, but it's going to be a hot afternoon. You see all this blue sky is going to allow temperatures to climb rather quickly from here. It's 84 right now as we look out from downtown Tampa overlooking the bay. Beautiful shot here, but already the feels like temperature about 10 degrees warmer, sitting at 94 as we continue to warm through the upper 70s to low 80s. It's right around 84 in the Clearwater area, 82 for St. Pete, low 80s for Venice, up the coast to Bradenton, 79 Newport Richey, Wesley Chapel, a mix of upper 70s to right around 81 across Polk County down to Sebring, Lake Placid areas. With the heat in place, it's going to be a nice one to head to the pool, be by the beach. As look at the forecast, even on St. Pete Beach, we're going to be reaching for a high right around 90 degrees, sitting there in the upper 80s by the lunchtime time frame. We'll have southeast winds through the first half of the day. We'll get a little bit of a switch in our winds out of the west and northwest as we close out the day Saturday and into Sunday, just with this ridge of high pressure slightly moving its direction. That'll change our wind pattern just a bit, but we're overall talking a mainly rain-free day with only isolated thunderstorms popping up into the afternoon. Past 2 and 3 o'clock, you see the potential for one of those right near the Tampa area. Better potential for Tampa Bay and spots to the north for the late afternoon, early evening time frame. But look at this coverage. Very few thunderstorms will be able to develop with high pressure in place. We just have that sinking air and a very stable atmosphere. And even as we look ahead to our Sunday, a couple of clouds to start the day, otherwise mainly rain-free right on into the early afternoon, and a few more thunderstorms will be able to develop tomorrow late afternoon into the evening, very close to Tampa Bay and our coastal spots. But otherwise, we're only tracking about 20 to 30% storm coverage for the weekend. So as the storm chances are lower, that means the heat is going to be the main weather headline. We have a heat advisory that goes into place at noon, runs through 6 o'clock tonight, as the feels like temperatures, they're going to be well into the triple digits. We're talking feels like forecast from 102 to 106 all across Tampa Bay spots. And there have been some indications that maybe heat indices are able to get up close to 110. So just stay hydrated. Make sure you're finding some shade, some breaks if you are going to be out and about during that peak heating of the afternoon. Here's a look at actual highs without any sea breeze relief. We're even talking low 90s along the immediate coast, up to 95 and 96 for most of our inland locations. Through Monday, we start to see some increasing shower and storm coverage, but especially by the middle of next week, we're back to more 50-60% scattered storms. And the big picture here is high pressure generally in control across the Sunshine State for the weekend and into next week. Then we see tropical moisture from Invest 93L. Remember, we were tracking that all week long as it was drifting along the northern Gulf Coast. This actually does kind of a loop-de-loop around high pressure, moves off the southeast coast, and then gets pulled back into the Sunshine State at the start of next week. That is going to ramp up our thunderstorm chances as we head into the Tuesday and Wednesday timeframe. Elsewhere in the tropics, we are tracking a wave of tropical development for additional development. Only 20% odds for us to see this form in the next week or so. It's going to run into less favorable environmental conditions for development by the middle of this week. So it's likely to fizzle out as we look ahead the next couple of days. Otherwise, getting out on the water, seas running 1 to 2 feet. Light chop on the bay today and again on Sunday, with winds mostly out of the southeast coming in out of the northwest by the end of the weekend. We're talking mid-90s across the area through Monday, and then as we pick up the storm chances by Tuesday and Wednesday, highs back closer to seasonal in the low 90s.